Schüler und Schülerinnen für Deutsch 1. If you're watching this video, that means that the live cast that I tried did not work. So I've recorded this one just as kind of a backup. And we'll see if that works or not. I'm not sure how many people are able to get online and view the live cast and make comments. And this way you can put your comments in the regular place where YouTube comments go below. So our assignment, I'm going to put it up here on the, one thing first. We need to have a test coming up. It'll definitely be some kind of a modified test compared to what I probably would have given, if we were under normal circumstances, but just something that we can have to kind of assess this part of the chapter 3 of section 3b. So I am thinking about not this week because it's too short. And if you look at the Google Doc for today, we will not have a vocab quiz this week. But it is a short week. We're only in class Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We're out Friday. I think we're out Monday also. We usually are after Easter. And I don't know what that means for Wednesday of next week. If we'll have a whatever Wednesday next week, we'll have to see. But I haven't heard anything about that yet. But plan on probably on Thursday or Friday of next week having some kind of an assessment or exam over chapter 3b so we can move on to the next chapter. Okay, so this assignment, and let me try to do this as best I can here without disturbing all too much. Let me just pull this up here and show you what I'm doing. All right. We're all learning how to do this kind of stuff. Good. So I'm just gonna share this whole screen with you here. And you should be able to see as I enlarge this where we are. Just give it a second for it to load on my slow Chromebook. And let's see. I forget the page number, but it should pop up here. All right. So I'm not sure if that was showing up or not. I'm sorry. This is all new, and I noticed the internet is lagging quite a bit today because I would imagine because a lot of schools, including Tulsa Public, started today with their online school. So you've got a lot of people who are at home and they're streaming HD movies in two different rooms, and then you've got a couple of kids who have their phones going and have their laptops going, trying to do online school. So I'm sure it's today is going to be a real test of the internet, see if it can hold up under all this duress. Anyway, I'm going to show you though, and you can look at that on the page that I mentioned. But let me go over a couple of things that will help with getting started on the letter. Whoever you're writing the letter to, give them a name. If it's a guy, if it's a man you're writing to, you begin with lieber. Lieber, and this is for a more informal letter. This is not a business greeting. This would be somebody that you're writing to that's your same age or that's a friend. But if it's a guy, you begin with lieber Paul, lieber David, lieber Marco, lieber Kevin. Yeah, it just depends on what your greeting is. If it's a woman or a girl, you write Liebe. Liebe, and this means dear. If you don't, Lieber und Liebe, when they write them in a letter. So Liebe Tiffany, yeah? Lieber Heather, Lieber Lydia. We have a couple of Lydias here. So that's the Liebe is for women, and Lieber is for men. So what are we going to write in the letter then? Of course, this is our word for letter. Der Brief, the plural is Briefe. Der Brief, plural, die Briefe. Well, we can talk about unsere Hobbys. I'll let you guess what that means. Unsere Hobbys. Unsere Interessen. I think you can guess that one too. Unsere Eltern. Oder unsere Familie. Bruder, Schwester, ein Hund, eine Katze, einen Fisch. Ja, so es gibt viel für die Familie. Eltern, Mutter, Vater, Bruder, Schwester, Haustiere. Yeah, tell me about them. And then we have Beruf der Eltern be part of this too. So you might say, mein Bruder ist Student in, South Bend, Indiana. Und mein Vater ist Ingenieur. Mein Vater ist Architekt. Mein Vater ist Arzt oder mein Vater ist Lehrer. Good. So, and meine Mutter, like an example, meine Mutter ist Journalistin. Meine Mutter ist Architektin. Meine Mutter ist Automechanikerin. That'd be nice, yeah. However, the careers of your parents, yeah? Good. And then deine Eigenschaften or deine Families Eigenschaften. So look on the page, and if you were able to see it earlier, it says something like, mein Vater ist Musiker und intellektuell. Und meine Mutter ist Journalistin und aktiv. Ist 15 Jahre alt und fleißig, and had some other qualities. I think had 2 or 3 things for that brother. So tell me a little bit about that. As someone's asked you about these things, and then you're answering their questions, you just keep coming back to you and your family and describing yourself. And you can make up your own questions and your own ideas. And then comes what we call der Schluss, or the closing of the letter. And I mean this at the very end, before you kind of sign your name to a letter at the end, or type your name. There's a few things, and some are formal and some are more informal. Like here, if we say, you know, respectfully, or thank you in advance for helping me, things like that. That's a little more formal. But if we say something like, um, talk to you later, yeah, hope to hear from you soon, take care, things like that, that's a little more informal. Yeah, we have different ways of signing our letters like that too. So here's a more formal way. This probably wouldn't work for your letter today, but hochachtungsvoll, 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 respectfully. And then a word that we already know that works well, tschüss, just like you could write bye in a letter. Tschüss. We know one already. Here's one that's friendly, and that's used with friends. I wouldn't call this formal at all. It kind of looks like it is, but mit freundlichen Grüßen, with friendly greetings is what it means. We don't say that in English, but this would be a way, if you're writing a letter or message to someone, a good way to wrap up that message in a way that's not overly formal, and yeah, I would say it's rather informal, really. Okay, so that's what we have going on with the assignment, and you see it there on the page. I'm forgetting the page number, but for some reason I want to say 141, but I could be wrong about that. But you can read the directions, but the letter you follow these things I have here in the email. You're welcome to use some of these phrases, or some of these are words you can actually use, but things like these adjectives, and characteristics, Eigenschaften, you can say yourself. You could also go right down to saying, meine Augen sind blau, meine Augen sind braun, meine Haare ist grau, oder meine Haare ist rot oder braun oder schwarz, blond. Yeah, however you want to describe yourself, that's fine. You don't have to go that way, but anyway, I'd like for there to be a good an opening, and then a good solid middle to the letter. And I'm going to put I want to say a limit, but not a limit, but a minimum, that you're going to write 8 sentences. And that could be in 2 paragraphs, maybe 1 paragraph about your family and 1 paragraph about you, but 8 complete sentences in German. And then some kind of a lead up towards the closing. Look at those examples there on the page. It's the second section from the bottom off to the right, and then an actual closing. Mach's gut. I didn't show you that one. Here's this one. Mach's gut is a good one that people even say verbally to each other. You would never say to somebody in words, mit freundlichen Grüßen, with friendly greetings. You wouldn't say that. But mach's gut is one that you could say in a letter or in person to someone. Oh, it means take it easy. Yeah. Mach's gut. Mach's gut. Literally, make it well, or something like that. Literally. But translation is closer to take it easy, or a better interpretation of it is take it easy. All right. So that is pretty much it. Tomorrow, either way, we do this on Zoom, or if I just make a video, I do want to talk about the imperatives or the command form. It looks like you did okay for most of you on the homework. I'm still working on doing this. I have to tell you, teaching like this is like starting over again with teaching. It's a little bit weird, and it's different. The material is the same, but the way it's got to be presented is different. So it takes a lot of work, and so on top of that, of course, there's still grading to do. So I thought in some ways this might be easier, but it turns out no, it's not. It's actually more work, but that's all right. It's all right. We want to keep moving forward, and we want to keep moving on. And like I said, so part of that's going to be next week. We're going to have a test of some sort, and then we'll move on to chapter 4a. So then we're really getting closer to the end of the book then. All right. So go ahead and start on the Briefe schreiben assignment. The instructions of all here. I hope that the live cast works, but we'll see. If it doesn't, that's okay. And but if it doesn't, then I'll be sending out this video to you. So you may never see this video, but then again, maybe you will. Feel free to leave any questions or comments down below, just like you would normally do on a YouTube video. And if you want to email me, of course, that's the kind of normal way to get hold of me, this way. Okay, good. I think that's it. I'll talk about imperatives and commands tomorrow. Okay, auf Wiedersehen, alles Gute und mach's gut. Ja? Mach's gut. Tschüss.